So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the lineup suggests, Jim, that it's going to be a 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considered...
Goes for the shot! Wonderful from Del Piero!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's run loose here. And it's Del Piero. Gullit. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to get it away. Van Basten. Gnabry is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van Bronckhorst. Oh, that's a key interception. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Van Basten. He's in space and looking for options. He rises! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Big header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, he's burst through. Chance, surely! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Yamal. Bellingham. And it's Jordi Alba. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Timber spots it and intercepts. Gets a good foot in there. And that has been slung wide. That's a good ball out wide. Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, look at the space here. And the finish! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Vinicius Junior. They're urging him to... There's the shot! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting. Look, chance! It's in! Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And that is expertly dealt with. It's a really well-measured ball. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And here's Van Basten. Might be danger here. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
This possibly the last play of the half. Del Piero goes short. Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Oh, good read. And there is the half-time whistle.
OK, apart from the obvious mishap, it's been a good half. They're still in the driving seat.
Barcelona head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Se acabó la primera parte Y todos estamos seguros de que los nuestros pueden darle la vuelta al partido. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 19 será sustituido por el dorsal 9.
There's the start of the second half. And here's Van Basten. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No, that's been intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Played back in. Del Piero. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that is out of play. He can get that clear. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Bale. Bellingham. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that could set him on his way. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Hit into the middle. And he's heaved it away. Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Mbappe, almost an hour gone. Over to the left. Bale. Bale does well to get it back. Pedri. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, what a ball! Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vinicius Junior, and it's Jordi Alba. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. Pressure coming in from all directions. Oh, that is superb, a dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And he's gone looking for safety. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Gnabry. Fired deep towards the back post. And it's Bale. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! Buffon claims it. Safe hands. Gnabry.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pedri. Bale. It's Pedri. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, this is a great position. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Gnabry proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Great vision. And it's Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe, Mallorca are looking to break at pace. Just 5 minutes left. Mbappe! Shot could be on. Takes a shot! That's a sharp pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Platini, given the lift of his goal, played out to the left flank. Always onto this. Well read, nice interception. Bale tries making a foray down the right. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Bronckhorst. 2 minutes to be added on, and it's Bellingham. Bale. Van Bronckhorst gives no quarter. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Van Basten claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
So all eyes on HA9, this famous stadium, still very much the venue historically.
And a shot!
Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
They've played it short.
Gullit gets a foot in here. And now they can spring out of defence.
Played out to the right.
Gullit. Played out towards the right wing.
Gullit gets flagged offside.
It's a really well-measured ball. Gnabry with the delivery. Toure gets it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Gullit, and he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bale. Now it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's a sharp little ball here. He's beaten the... It's Van Basten against the crossbar. Chance here to counter. That's a shade optimistic.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
And this is Ronaldo. Pass is just off target. Well timed, excellent interception.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Del Piero. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah,
a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And that's gone route one. Bale. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And here's Gullit. Played out towards the right wing. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Gnabry. Neither of these two want to come off. Gullit! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, that's a key interception. He shifted it to the flank.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Gullit. Gnabry is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now it's Van Basten. And he whips it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Van Basten. Valverde. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's good vision. And he cuts out the supply. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Basten. Thuram. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
Pullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played out wide. Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bale puts the ball in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Gnabry. Bergomi deals with that comfortably. And the first half is done. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Hullet. Can he get onto this? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Cleared without hesitation. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Valverde. Bale. Looking to play. Tries a shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Valverde is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bale.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
I just thought that one needed a tad more lift. Easier said than done, of course.
Valverde. That is a brilliant interception. Bale is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench? That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
A probing pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Nicely worked. Oh, well played.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Van Basten.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually...
Shot at goal! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Platini. Now it's Van Basten. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Bale. Bale. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Searching pass he's played there. And it's Ibrahimovic. Platini. Oh, that's neat. Xavi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And there's the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. All hands on deck for this one.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Hullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Van Basten. Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Spread it left. Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Xavi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Nicely spread. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
And a quick reminder today.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution in progress.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Barcelona displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Now it's Platini.
Oh, delightful ball. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Pelé. Xavi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Gnabry. Neymar. Platini. He's through here. No, it's come to nothing. Xavi. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's looking wide. Gnabry. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Michel Platini. Pelé. Pelé! Oh, should have put that away.
Pelé fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, it's Van Basten. That is a great pick out. Extra time reaches half-time. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Barcelona, number 23.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end?
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
And here's the chance to counter.
Number 15.
Pass somewhat off target.
Number 2.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, just a chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof!
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's Neymar! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Neymar at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that's not the cross he had in mind.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Platini. Knocks it into space.
Ibrahimovic finds himself offside.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's a good ball out wide.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Platini.
So that's it. It is all over.
Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take.